Ta-da! Hello everyone, welcome to Watch Today Kate's Daily Show. This is your host, Kate. And by the way, I owned a company in Australia recently. It's so glad that we have four special guests in here. Let me introduce them for you guys. First is Bruce Lee, the living legend who works for Chinese government right now. And next to Bruce is Mr. Harry. He is the student's father from the ghetto, from the poor area. And we got Kay in the house. Kay, she works in the hospital right now. And the last, we have Miss Tran. She is a farmer in Vietnam. So today we pick one of global issues to discuss, which is poverty. First, I want to hear what do you think about this problem, Kay? There are a lot of problems that are brought by poverty.
Yeah, today I'd like to tell you that poverty is not only for developing countries, but
Mhm.
also it is issue for developing countries.
Yes.
For example, in Japan, 1 in 6 of children are suffering from food poverty, and the main problems are lack of nutrients and negative mental health, negative and physical mental issues. About 35% of low-income households have experienced that had difficulties buying food, and also it is increased children from low income who eat alone in just unbalanced meals, and it is easy to feel loneliness and the emotional instability.
Yes.
And so to address these problems, I suggest to adopt more food banks and children cafeterias in the society. The food bank conduct wasted food from companies and then connect people who really wants need, who really wants food. Yeah. And also the children cafeteria provides free balanced meals for children from low incomes. So in my opinion, we need to expand more food banks and cafeterias in society because it saves the children from low incomes to grow up healthy.
Fair
Yes.
enough. Fair enough.
Amazing.
Okay, who wants to say something from this one?
Me.
Okay, Bruce, please.
Actually, on my position, I don't agree with Kate's opinion.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yes. In fact, people always like to blame the government for everything. I think that's ridiculous. And in this case, I think the measure is impossible. Poverty is a long-term process that they can be solved simply. An open food bank also need to be used when important, and such as the natural disaster and poverty is clearly not in this group. What by
Okay, Kay, do you have any evidence to support?
Yeah, but food banks are already open in many countries such as America,
Oh.
Australia, Canada, and England. And it is not only help people who want food, but also it is helps company and governments to reduce disposal costs and welfare budgets. Yeah.
Thank you for your actual information. And Bruce, what do you think about this problem, this poverty?
I think the health is always the most important thing
I
about
agree.
people's being, human beings. And the medicine is the most important way to help people stay in health and recover. Yes. And however, as the one of the most basic element of human's life is the big problem of people in the many countries and regions of the world. As the government reduce the out of the pocket cost and makes the people easy to see the doctor is the top of the list. Among them, it's really effective for the local government to introduce the relevant policies and establish the hospital. Conclusion. Although the problem of medical poverty is the major challenge, some positive solutions have been implemented. If government and non-government organizations can increasing the funding of the resource, the number of people affected by the medical poverty will drop the significance.
Okay. Thank you for your conversation. It's really let me feel like I'm in the competition right now. But for my opinion, first thing first, actually I don't worry about medical problem recently. As you know, I'm an Australian citizen, so I think medical problem is not a threat for me. Okay, so I more care about water actually, and because Australia is lack of water resources, and do you know how much water and my company wastes per day?
No, I cannot guess.
Okay, I will tell you, it's 2 tons of water, and it also means I have a big company. So I think one possible solutions for this one is I told all my employees, don't waste the water. It's reuse the water, which means, for example, if you wash your hand, when you are done washing your hands, just keep the waste of water. You can use them to water the plant, to water the flower, something like that. Another thing is, most of my employees, they travel from the home to my company. So I told to them, if you are done washing your car, you have a lot of water with the water, just keep them, and you can use to swap the floor, maybe to use them for your crops, even for the agriculture, and I think it's gonna work because now my company only wastes 1 ton of water per day. It's changed a lot. And another solution, not for my company, it's also for Australia, even for the worldwide, is water trading. We can make water as a product, just like oil trading, based on businessmen. So I think it's gonna work. We can make water as a product.
Yeah.
So another country can buy the water, not fresh water, even the rainwater. It's okay. And because I take a flight to Dubai for my vacation last month.
Oh.
Yes, I've been there. The people told me actually this solution has already begun in some Middle East countries, such as Dubai. And Dubai has already traded 20 million tons of rainwater from Japan, and each year since the 1990s. And they use the rainwater to solve them agriculture problems. So which means they can left the fresh water for their citizens to use. So they can solve this problem, I think.
Sure, I definitely agree with Kiss because
Thank you.
you know, for farmer like me, water is really necessary for me because it's an important factor for our crop and make sure it's a harvested on time. And you know, with your solution, I think water can be traded, yeah, like similar the product to improve the farmer's life. Yes, but I think for me, livelihood choice is one of the factors that contributes to poverty problem. And one of the principal causes that affects our livelihood and leads to poverty is lacking information and technologies. Because you know the deficiency of information and opportunity to access social networks can decrease poverty. And people tend to choose the traditional way instead of technology support. So it consumes their times, their cost, and they cannot get a job with a stable salary due to lack of knowledge and skill. According to some research, they say that science and technologies are utilized widely in the highest income countries, whereas in the low income country, it's not strongly used and doesn't even exist.
Okay, I noticed you only
Yes.
talk about the problem, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any possible solution for this one?
Oh, I think the government play an important role in eradicating poverty. One of the practical ways is providing mobile phones with supporting price for poor people. Because I think if it can be occurred, the rural households are supported to communicate easier and faster because mobile phones contribution to help them open the new chance in livelihood diversity, and by adding lots of convenient communication to help rural livelihood is enhanced and the poverty can be reduced. And another solution for me is really necessary because I'm a farmer is having the modern machinery suitable for highlands by government, because modern machinery is a tool to help people save time, strengthen work efficiency and change livelihood way. So their income can be increased and the poverty can be reduced due to the modern machinery. For example, like medium-sized farmland.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But in order to integrate with the modern world and have an opportunity to change from the traditional industry to different industry, I think the government should support poor people in accessing modern machinery, for example, arable, land machine or harvesters. So I think it's a good way.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for Tram's
No
thoughts.
worry.
Yes, I also agree with you. And also, I like your ideas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, there are some problems about our issue.
Okay.
One of the main problems is education poverty.
Oh.
So,
So, Mr. Harry, so as your position, I want to hear about what you think about education poverty.
yes. I would like to tell you that you are CEO of
Technology company?
Yes.
Yes.
So, could you offer some application for the children who are very needs for their, especially for their school accessory?
I will maybe one day. I will.
It would be better.
Next
Yes,
day.
thank you.
So that they can learn their lesson rather than without iPad or like this.
Yes.
Something like this. And also another possible solution is, children should be given medical support from the government. Free of charge is possible or appropriate price. And also some children should be offered free educational facility and also free nutritional benefits such as free lunch, so that whose parent can afford, so that they can offer. And also furthermore, children even who are clever in their class and also who stand first in the class should be awarded a scholarship throughout their study. So it will be better for all of them in the future.
Thank you so much. So, all right. Today we have discussed about all kinds of problems that are brought by poverty, such as poverty in water, food, education, medical, and livelihood.
Yeah.
So, as we know, poverty is a serious problem, and we have to face it. I know it's tough, but I think the government and all human beings should work together and solve it as soon as possible.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful we have 5 different people who has different career, can share their opinion and solutions, which is so great. So Thank you guys for watching today Katie's Daily Show. If you want to know more information about us, please follow our official Instagram in the bottom. It should be subtitled in here. Thank you guys. Anyway, thank you. See you next time. See ya.